Thanks for coming back to another reaction video from Venza. Daniel Johnson from The Hague here. Got Sean Shields from the U.S. office running the show. Say hey, Sean.
Hey, hey.
All right. Also with us today in the hot seat, Tom from TraknProtect. Tom, introduce yourself, if you will, please.
Hi, Daniel. Yes, I'm Tom Hempel. I'm the Vice President of Strategic Partnerships for TraknProtect. TraknProtect is a real-time location solution for hotels, which allows hotels to harness the power of data and for their safety and operational systems.
I cannot believe it's been this long since we've got you, the delay to get you on one of these reaction videos as such a good friend in the industry. So wonderful to have you, Tom. So as the way this works, Sean is going to share an article and we want to get your raw reaction. Tom has not seen this article, so he's sweating it right now. All right, so the topic is human first value strategy. This is in this is from our friends over at TechTalk Travel. So shout out to you, Andre, and everybody at TechTalk Travel. Fantastic articles always from that organization. So the article is about demand generation. It is a look at the concept of debundling and how that might be applying to hospitality. So we're familiar with, say, telecoms or the airline industry at one time having a bundled package. Well, debundling that and allowing the consumer to choose what components they would like to have. So if you're familiar with the kind of rebundling in a meaningful fashion for the consumers. So the question is, the topic is this demand generation concept has been around for about a decade, and is it something that hospitality can apply? Is it something that hospitality should apply? So if you want to have a certain kind of, you've got all the amenities that are involved in a hotel room, but there's only a few things that you might use. So can you debundle the hotel stay in a way so that people can start purchasing only those items that they actually want and use, so that the initial price goes down, but then there's a kind of an incremental revenue potential? Is that kind of modular approach something that would work in hospitality? There's my summary. Tom, you're in the hot seat. What do you think?
Yeah, so my first reaction is most definitely. I think that is an approach that actually to be honest with you, I don't think it's a new approach. I mean, I think that the hotel industry has been bundling, where you can book a rate, for instance, that includes your breakfast as part of your room rate.
Yeah.
There are services you mentioned. It's funny you mentioned phones earlier. I can't remember the last time I used a hotel phone.
Yeah.
So I know a lot of our in-room services now are going more to a guests through menu-driven options. So from whether it's through the TV or it's through an ancillary device that could be bedside. Yeah, I see that is something that that they are looking at different ways to appeal to the kind of the generation now that business traveler, give me what I want, don't give me what I don't need.
Yeah, don't give me and don't charge me for what I don't need. I'm, you're going somewhere. I'm not going to use the gym. I'm not going to use the spa. So I don't want to be charged for it. If I'm business traveling, I'm in and out, and I'm only using the Wi-Fi, but I don't turn on the TV. Do you get a discounted rate? I don't know. It's the mind, you can start thinking about all the possible ways that they can create an incremental revenue model. Whether it works or not it remains to be seen. But it's an interesting new development. Anything else that you want to add?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if they mentioned any specific hotel brands, but I have seen certain properties. I know one of our shout out to one of our customers, the Kimpton Hotels, part of IHG. They've been doing a lot of different experimental programs from what I've seen, marketing Whether it's the improving the overall hospitality experience with their kind of, they do different, they bring in different local breweries to do kind of a craft beer experience, and tasting and pairings with some food for their guests. So I do see certain brands out there looking at it. I don't know if there's any quoted in this particular article, but
yeah. No, it's there's it's an interesting approach, this kind of demand generation where I only want what I want and I don't want to pay for the other stuff, and how to put that, operationalize that at the hotel levels is kind of interesting. And yes, there are groups that are really doing a great job of reaching out into kind of not untraditional ways and make for an interesting guest experience. Very cool. Tom, love having you with this reaction video, and hope to see you again. Before we part, anything, Sean, to say?
I think it's interesting. I think the bundling concept, but always opens up a way for them to upsell as well. We expect them to upsell us. So if they're going to downsell or give us the option to clip out things, if I'm going to see any value out of that, like, okay, I don't want these things. Now is my price going to go down? I think if that's what we're talking about, that sounds good.
Well, and if I just add one other comment there, I think, I think you saw that with them experimenting with the kind of the green initiative, where you had the option, if you were there for multiple days, that you could choose not to have your room cleaned and then get a food and beverage credit. So maybe something like that, where your rate doesn't go down necessarily, but you do get some additional value where somebody, which could obviously improve RevPAR, because obviously if you get a credit at the bar, chances are you're going to maybe spend another, not just going to do that one drink, so to speak.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I forgot the first drink, and then, well, no, the second one, why not pony up and pay for that? Yeah, great.
All right.
Very cool. Thanks so much for watching this reaction video. See you next time.
Great. Thank you.